Hello world, my name is Keenan and welcome back to my channel where we live and breathe art. So if that tickles your pickle, make sure you are subscribed. Also, if you're not already following me on Instagram, be sure to come follow me there so you can stay updated with my latest pieces and crazy creations. On today's video, which I've wanted to do for a while now, we're just going to be going through some of my top artists that I follow on Instagram. Just a heads up, these are in no particular order. These are just artists that I follow and I draw the most inspiration from. Sometimes I'm just shook by their work, or I'm always super inspired. Number one is Burnt Toast Creative. This dude is a digital artist and his work is just simple and creative and just, I cannot. Every time I look at it, I'm like, how does this come out of someone's mind? So they're all super consistent in the style that he's got going on. I absolutely love how the colors are really toned down and easy and plain and sort of very simple. He uses a lot of pastel colors, which I love. So his entire feed is super aesthetically pleasing and I love that. Number two is obviously Banksy. I like Banksy for a lot more than just the art. I love Banksy because of the rebellion. I love Banksy because of the style. I'm constantly driven and inspired by Banksy's passion, which I feel like every artist needs to have. A little bit crazy, which every artist has to be. Number three, this guy. Oh my god, this guy. His name is Louise. I hope I didn't butcher that name. So he does like work with multiple people and the realism that he manages to achieve is ridiculous. I don't know how. Most of his paintings look like photography. They literally look like photos, and heads up, it's a little bit of not safe for work content. So if you're not into tasteful nudes, be very aware before you stumble onto his page. But it's insane the amount of patience that someone needs to have to put into oil paintings like this, but also understanding like the grading and skin texture and stuff like that. Ridiculous. His tones, perfection. Perfection. So number four is this guy that I've been following for years now. His name is Kirby Rosen or Rosanes, I don't know. He's based in the Philippines and he does work with like pen and ink and his work is stunning. I think I first got hooked onto him because he did a lot of tattoo designs, and this was a couple of years ago where he did like triangles and he made them animals and shapes and they were just like none other. The consistency was amazing, his style was amazing. Definitely go check him out. So the next one is someone that you've probably already seen. You've probably seen his work everywhere, if not you've seen his style incorporated somewhere, but his name is Leoni. He has those, look at these, like I'm sure you've seen these before, but they're just, again, unique style and concept, and I feel like he pioneered the way into palette knife with acrylic and oils and just being able to manage these ridiculously awesome, stunning looking like landscapes, sceneries, whatever it is. He does it amazingly and it's all so consistent, which is what I love. Number six is Thierry Neuville. This guy, I have no words because watercolor is a very unforgiving medium by itself. So the way that he manages to achieve pure realism, his paintings literally look like freaking photos. I don't know how he does it. I feel I respect him so much, but his work is bloody insane. Check him out, definitely give him a follow. He's amazing. I've been following him for years as well, and I always look at his style because his style teaches me more about patience than obviously about the style, because that's something that's unique to him, but it teaches me about patience because watercolor is such an unforgiving medium. You need to know what you're doing, you need to have done it before, you need to go in there, get it done. And the way that he manages, he's so exact. I've looked at some of his detailing videos with like water and stuff that he does. I have no idea how someone has that level of patience. Number seven is the gal Shear. So this guy, I found him because I was looking for Procreate tutorials, and I don't remember where I found it. I think I found it on Instagram or YouTube, one of them. But I was looking for tutorials and I managed to find his work and I fell in love. It's simple, it's clean, it's elegant, it's easy to follow if you're trying to recreate. Just the way that he does it, and his videos are so aesthetically pleasing and they're also really calming. The first time I tried Procreate, I wanted to throw my iPad out. That's how annoying it was. It is pretty user-friendly, but you do need to like sit down and actually go with it. Like, I remember I was working on a piece for this restaurant and I was doing like a digital render of what the final piece was gonna look like. And I remember the first render taking me maybe what, 48 hours to finish the first render, like a rough sketch. But then the second render that I did took me like less than half an hour. And I was just like, it's exponential learning with Procreate, and this guy manages to take it to a whole new level. His designs are very, very, very calming. But also what I really like about him is the way that he uses shadows and gradients. And in the digital spectrum, I feel like that is really hard to do, to be able to like successfully pull off the way that he does it. Check him out, he's awesome. Number 8. I've spoken about this guy before. I love him to bits. His name is Marcin Rogal, but his Instagram is Mr. Art Pride. I found something on Pinterest a couple years ago and I stalked the hell out of this dude. I found his Instagram page. I loved his style, I loved his work, I loved the way he took his shots, I loved the look of his studio. He just has this very unique style and his personality really comes through to his art. And I think that's just amazing when you can actually see someone's personality from their art, and he manages to do that so well. I followed him for a while and then he did come to Dubai for this event or show or something, and I got in touch with him and we met up and we had the best time and we're friends now and we follow each other. Mr. Art Pride. Which kind of shocks me. The art community is just such a beautiful community to be part of, especially when people support each other. Like, Mr. Art Pride now follows my posts and I always send him stuff and I'm like, oh, what do you think about this? How can I improve this? And we have conversation, and I think that's what it's about. One of my favorites. Number 9 is Ben Labuzeta. Did I say that right? I don't know. Ben Labuzeta. Okay, he has pencil drawings that will change the way you look at your pencils. They will inspire you to do better, even if you're just writing. Like, even if you're just doing a boring handwriting, I don't know. Even if you're just like doing a handwriting book exercise, I don't know. His work is stunning. Patience, determination, quality of work. He reaches out to the people that comment on his post. I love that so much. I've been following him for not too long now, but I just love his style. I love his work. I don't know. Does it help that he's pretty? Yes. Number 10 is my good friend Alicia. She is I don't know what to say about her. I have no words to describe how hardworking this individual artist is. She is genuinely one of my favorites. She was my favorite artist before we became friends. So it's super genuine. It's not that like we became friends and then I started to love her art. I was one of her biggest fans and now we just happen to be the best of friends. But her work takes things to a whole new level. I think it was a couple years ago and my dad showed me this video of Zayn Malik walking around in Dubai Mall, but it was actually Alicia in makeup trying to look like Zayn Malik. It was like a prank or something, and it was just the coolest thing. She does body art and she is just such a sweet person. And she always reaches out to people that reach out to her, and she always answers questions when people send her questions, and I love that. Her body stuff is absolutely mental. The stuff that she does on herself, she uses art as a means of communication to drive attention to like social causes that are sort of going on in the moment. And I don't know how someone can be that talented, but also I think she's the perfect example of it's not just talent. She works so hard, and I've seen it now with my own eyes, so the effort that goes into her work is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you want to see more fun content, make sure you are subscribed. And again, be sure to come and follow me on Instagram. Until next time.